Guys, good afternoon and welcome back to sunny Curacao. It's been a bit of a while in the making this trip, but I'm here. Long day traveling yesterday and the day before, but we're here and it's absolutely glorious. It's so hot. We think we've had it hot in the UK. We've nothing. There is a wind and it is like a hand dryer. It's so hot. Anyway, you'll probably recognize where I am. I've come back to the lagoon with a mission to catch some of those barracuda on hard lures. Now hopefully, I'm really hoping, I've got quite a lot to say by the way, the sound quality is much better. I've managed to get myself a GoPro Media Mod and I've got the windsock on, so with a bit of luck, the quality of the sound is going to be much better for the future videos. So anyway, I'm down here. I posted a short video a couple of days ago of a small barracuda I had out here on a soft plastic that got absolutely annihilated. So as you've probably seen from the social media, I've been on a bit of a mission since arranging this trip to find a very similar looking hard lure, and I managed it. I found the Rapala X-Rap, which is a 42 gram saltwater lure. I've swapped out the VMC treble hooks for single circular lure hooks, and I'm gonna have a go. Now as you can probably tell, there's quite a stiff breeze, but it's not remotely cold. Right, I'm gonna stop flapping my gums, but I've got one thing to show you. So as I walked up here, I was like, whew, something's dead. And I've just come down to the shoreline and there's a load of very big, very dead, very smelly lobster or craw. There's a bag of them there as well, and there's also blackfish, whatever that might be. So somebody's obviously been out fishing. Also, I'm just going to walk over here. Since I was here last time, tropical paradise, that side's open sea, you've got the lagoon behind me. This has arrived. Great big oil platform. Now, I don't know an awful lot about tropical fishing and fishing in these sorts of climates, but one thing I do know is that structures like that create a man-made habitat for very big fish. Things like crevalle, tarpon, big jacks, big snapper, that kind of stuff. So the beaches are really busy at the moment. I told you I had a lot to say today. So it's today, 2nd of July, is, if I'm wrong, I apologise, I believe it's Flag Day here in Curacao. It's one of their national holidays, and it marks the anniversary of when Curacao got independence from the Netherlands, I think. I could be wrong, but yesterday at the airport there was all sorts going on there. There was headdress with the hosties, and there was staff all dressed in like traditional Curacao dress. It was really quite cool to see. And we got free cake, which is a bonus. There's barbecues going on, there's parties everywhere, the beaches are heaving. So I'm not going to go down to the beach and cast today, but I've got 2 weeks. I've got 2 weeks, 3 weekends, and I'm going to go down there because I've got a feeling that that rig over there will be bringing in some big fish. Anyway, like I said, I am going to stop flapping my gums now. I'm going to have a cast out there. Guys, tight lines. Let's hope for a fish, eh? About to make the first cast. Here's the rod. So it's a Savage Gear. Let's turn it around so you can see. SG2, and it's the 7'1", and it's 10 to 40 gram casting weight. And I got it for a very, very reasonable price off Tim. And it's also brand spanking new. I had to actually take the labels off it. So 4-piece rod, perfect for my travels. I've got the Rapala X-Rap on, and what I've done is I've used some Rio tieable wire onto my leader down to a quick link and a perfection loop, so it's got some movement. So we'll give it a cast. I haven't actually seen any fish move yet, but that doesn't mean they're not there. So let's have a first cast, eh? Have my first follow, 4th cast, and just as I come off this dark ledge here, so that it raises up and you've got quite a weed bed there, as I brought it in, there was a barracuda probably about that size following it right in. So they're there, they're definitely there. I'm not cranking this back, so it's a deep swimmer, and because this is coral, oh, was that a hit? Because this is coral and weed, it's quite snaggy. So I'm just keeping it nice and steady so that's weed. Promising sign that we're getting follows already. Right here it was. Got a fish of about 2.5, 3 pound. Right guys, I've thrashed this for about half an hour now at that one follow. So what I'm going to do, there's a small jetty over there. I'm going to wander over there and have a cast. And then you can see the tree line here. I'm going to walk up, and there's a point up there. I'm going to make some casts. When I was here in January, all of these trees were in leaf, if that's such a term. And obviously later in the season the leaves have dropped, so it's just giving a bit more exposure. So I'm going to make my way up and around and see if I can get to that point. I'm not sure if it's accessible, but make a few casts as I go along, stopping at the jetty first. So come join us and see if we can't get anything. Tight lines, guys. Heck, I think it's safe to say I've stood on safer structures. It wasn't like this 6 months ago. So nice and sturdy, look, nice and sturdy. Right, I'm just gonna have a cast out in an arc around here, because the last time I did see quite a few fish, but I couldn't bloody tempt them. So I'm just gonna have a quick cast around this bay, up to the edge of the flat, and then, like I say, make my way out and around the point up there. Much deeper water here as well. If I see them start getting aerial like they were last time, I'll stick a surface lure on. I've got a few with me. How's that sound, guys, with the wind? So I have got the option of putting an external mic on this Media Mod, but I thought I'll give this a go. So it's the internal microphone on the Media Mod, if that makes sense. We'll give it a go. There's a fish behind that then. There's a barracuda, there's a barracuda, there's a barracuda. Did you see him? Just swam right in front of me. It was quite a big one as well. Oh my God, he just swam right across there. He's over here somewhere. That was a big barracuda as well. That was a big barracuda. Holy bloody stuff. He just come cruising past. God, my heart's thumping. My heart is thumping. If I get him, we're laughing, kids. He was a big fish. Oh, that fish has really given me a sense of urgency seeing him. Where's he gone? Just come across and just sunk down. He can't be far. He must be around his shallow somewhere. It's possibly too choppy for a surface lure. I might have to give it a go. That'd be epic, wouldn't it? A surface take on a barracuda. It's windy. It is like standing underneath a hairdryer. Not that I'd know what a hairdryer is like, because I haven't got any hair. Hand dryer, there we go, I've got hands. That was the edge of that flat over there. Right, I think it's going to be time for a lure change in a minute. Despite my theory of replicating that plastic, at the moment it's had one follow. So I might just change up. I've got plenty of lures with me, so I don't see the point of sticking with it if it's not working. Change up, you never know. That felt like a bit of a tap then. Right, I'm going to change this up. I'll come back to you in a second. I cannot get away from work. That's our aircraft. That's what I'm going to be working on tomorrow, or working with. coming to the platform. Doors open. Yay! It's a fact I cannot get away from work. Right, I've changed it up. I've put on a Axia surface look. Let's just go for a bit of walkie-doggy action. See if we can get one off the top. That'd be electric if we do. Not holding out much hope though. There's a fair old bit of chop. I've done it again, haven't I? I've said I'm going to walk around, explore, and I've stuck to that one spot. I will go in a minute. So I've gone up for a dark one, just for that silhouette. Get into the water bit. Oh, there's one following. I had a follow on the surface lure. It was only a really small one, but he was definitely interested. Bloody hell. Let's go again. It was like a 12-15 inch fish, but I don't care. Place is alive. I just can't catch them. I can't catch these fish out of here once. So many follows. It's so frustrating. I think you can probably tell by my voice it's gone from anticipation to excitement to what the frickin' hell's going on. God, these fish are frustrating the living daylights out of me, they really are. I have got, I think, I brought it with me. It's kind of like a mackerel style pattern. Surface popper. I might have a go with that, I'm not sure if I've got it with me. Have a look in a second. It's almost surfing back this way. I'm a few more casts of this and I'll have a look, see if I've got that poppery type one. There's maybe just a bit more noise and a bit more fuss on the surface will just be enough to entice one. Is that one following? Makes it worse, even though this is milky today, it's still pretty damn clear, so you can see what's going on, and that's what frustrates you even more. You can see them, you can see they're there, you can see they're following, they're interested, and then all of a sudden off they go. Whoa, that was a big one then. That's a jack, I'm sure of it. Sure that was a jack followed that then. That wasn't a barracuda, it was deeper, much quicker. That was definitely a jack. Holy crap. Right, let's replicate that. That was definitely a jack. What I need to be careful of though is there's a bird there. He sees this. That was definitely a jack, probably about 5–6 pound. He come right up for it. There's a barracuda, barracuda as well. Pardon my French, I never swear on camera. Holy blinking flipping bloody hell. I've got to get something in a minute, surely. He's there again. He's there again. Did you see it? Did you see him flash off? My God. This is really frustrating fishing, guys. I'm sorry for my language. I'm close to bloody tears. You can see the bloody things. It's virtually every cast for this, it's been followed by some kind of predator. Anyway, so that's what I'm on, this Axia. Got a really nice rattle to it, 2 single hooks, and it's dancing beautifully across, even with the chop. Unless I go that way, it's coming back over the waves. But every cast, literally, that's had something on its tail. It's really starting to aggravate me now, but nothing's hitting it. Okay, so I have just changed 3 different surface lures. A white one of these, a big, almost like a patch Axia copy, but it's, I think it's about 7 or 8 inches. Neither of which had any interest whatsoever. I've just put this back on, and in 3 casts it's had 1 follow and 1 fish actually got aerial going for it. So I'm going to stick with this. I think this is turning into quite possibly one of the most frustrating fishing trips I've ever had. Oh, I nearly got a pigeon. So my hookup rate is 0, my follow rate is, I don't know how many fish I've had follow. This reef line is where they seem to be sitting. There we go. Whoa, did you see that? This is what I've been getting all afternoon. So these little pencil ones follow it. They follow it, they follow it, they follow it, and then they start off. I'm really starting to get wound up with them now. I'm going to go in with a harpoon in a minute. Parrots everywhere, or parakeets. There you go, he's sitting on the back of it, look. That's a ladyfish, that's not a barracuda. That was a ladyfish. Big long pointy tail. Can't take any more of that frustrating sit on there. So many follows, it's just really starting to get on my pip. So like I said I would do, I'm gonna have a wander up this path, And also I've just seen a guy walk up here with a throw net, so that suggests to me the locals know where the fish are. I know where they are, just can't catch the bloody things. Right, just had one or two options. Either go up and over, didn't fancy that very much, wade through. Luckily I've got my wading boots on, so no bother. It's nice and cool actually. I don't know if there's much mileage of me going around here, you know. Now this is interesting. So I've walked past the point where I pointed out earlier, and there's this like bridgeway up here. Now am I brave enough to walk across it? Yeah. It's fairly shallow, isn't it? I can cast while I'm going along. There's a big bird just flying over me. A little bit scared. What a cool place, huh? Let's keep an eye out for stingrays. There's a fish. This is pretty epic actually. So I've cast in this little lagoon here. Whoa, yes, fish on. What is that? Little barracuda. Do you know what? I've signed off 2 minutes ago and I cast over there, and this little blighter went for it twice. Excellent. Look at that. Not the monster we've been after, but it's a barracuda. Now, can I get that hook out without having to take my bag off? There we go. Brilliant. It's not a monster, guys, but it's a bloody barracuda, and I just caught it on a surface lure. That's amazing. Right, let's get a picture. What an amazing little predator. Look at the gnashes on him. Absolutely brilliant. Right, let's get him back. All right, mate. There he goes. Is he going to go? Yes. Brilliant. There he goes. He's off. Excellent. Do you know what? It's probably the smallest barracuda I've ever seen. It's probably only the third barracuda I've ever seen. But you know what? I don't care. I don't know why. I thought those weeds just looked promising. So I lobbed it in there with the camera off, and twice he went for it. So I stuck it in there a second time, and he went for it straight away. That was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. On the surface lure as well. It's made my day. Absolutely made my day. That was a fish of a million casts. And I also don't think I'm going to make it any further along this little causeway because it's quite soft underfoot. I don't want to get stuck. I've got no phone reception. Nobody knows I'm here. So I'm not going to take any unnecessary risks. And I've just had a barracuda. Did I mention that? Yes. Oh, look, 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 look. Big birds of prey. What are they? Wow. Are they vultures? Man, this is such... I think they're caracara, they call them. Look at that. They've got a thermal, they're riding on it. Oh, amazing. Amazing. Again, it wasn't a big fish. Whoa, did you see that? Did you see that? Oh my God, there's another one there. Gee whiz, come on, and again. Back up the top now. I'm gonna wander back where I started and just have a little flap over this flat as well with the surface lure, and then I'm gonna head back to the car, which is only just here, and then I'm gonna go back to the apartment, get some food, have a shower, and see if Tom fancies going into town to get some food after I've had some food because I'm greedy. So yeah, I'm gonna head back to that smelly spot and I'm gonna chuck the surface lure around the entrance to the lagoon. We'll see if we can't get any more. Right, just made one cast right into the middle of that bridge, and again another one boiled up. Let's see if we can get it on camera. There we go. There he is. You see that? He's after it, he's after it, he's after it. It's too shallow there for him, it's too shallow. Definitely wants that. He was following that with intent then. It's difficult because I'm trying to get the rod at the right angle, but get the right angle on the camera for you guys. There he is, got him, got him. Yes. Whoa! Still got him. Did you see that? That's a ladyfish. And we foul hooked her. That was immense. That was immense. Here we go, foul hooked ladyfish. Does she count? Of course she does. All right, sweetheart. All right, sweetheart. Bye. There we go. Ooh. Oh no. Okay. Right. Luckily it was still recording and you saw the release. That's a new species, ladyfish. On the surface lure. Although it was foul hooked, she definitely is going for it. And this dude's just driven over a glass bottle. Stopped to watch me land a fish and drove right over a glass bottle. Right guys, a very eventful afternoon, a very windy afternoon, but we got the skunk off the board, one small barracuda, two small ladyfish, spat a big barracuda just here, and I've just had that boil up. I had another boil up on where that little causeway is, so not too bad really. Really frustrating over on the pontoon. You could see the fish follow, and I was getting quite agitated the fact that they weren't actually striking the lure. But what a place to fish, just an amazing, beautiful place. There's plenty more to come. There's a lot more to come over this next 2 weeks, so keep posted please. If you like this video, please like, comment, and if you haven't, please consider hitting subscribe. Like I've said before, the channel is growing, but the extra help is always appreciated. So guys, take care, stay safe, and bye bye from Curacao. All the best.